Hello, I'm Bianca and this is my partner Sasha. We're going to teach you Argentine Tango. Argentine Tango is danced anti-clockwise and it consists of walking and figures, which are normally based on turning. In the Tango family, we also have two other dances, Milonga and Waltz, with a different rhythm, which will be explained in the rhythm section. However, in this DVD, we're going to concentrate on Tango. Tango is an improvised dance, and we're going to teach you how to improvise right from the start in the quickest possible way. We're going to start with some warm-up exercises that are going to prepare you for the lesson. We're going to start with the warm-up the shoulders. Start by rolling the shoulders backwards, slowly and evenly, then forwards several times while coordinating breathing. Then lift your shoulders all the way up while breathing in, and then drop them. And repeat this several times until you feel that your shoulders are relaxed. We're now going to warm up our hips by doing some circles, clockwise, and then anti-clockwise. This is important in order to loosen up our limbs for dancing. After the circles, we're going to do some tilts. First, we're going to tilt our hips forward, then back to neutral position, then back, and we're going to repeat this several times until we get familiar with these positions. In dancing later on, you will only need the neutral position most of the time. Now we're going to circle from the ankle to one side, then to the other side. This will help you loosen up the ankles, which is very important for tango, and also improve your balance at the same time. Do it for 10 seconds, 15, and then change. As your balance improves, you could do it for longer. Okay, finally, we're going to do an exercise for the torso, which in tango we call dissociation. We're going to turn the torso all the way to one side, and we should feel the stretch on the opposite side. Then we're going to do it to the other side, while feeling the stretch on this side. We should do it at slightly faster tempo. Therefore, it's going to look like this. During the exercise, your hips must always be straight. So make sure that your hips are straight. We're going to start with the calf stretch. So go into lounge position. Make sure that the back heel is touching the floor, and breathe into the stretch for 15 seconds. Then stand up again and change legs. Find your balance. Push the hips forward. Feel the center. And change again. Second exercise is for quadriceps. Stand straight. Lift your right leg. Hold your foot and press it against your buttock. Hold for 30 seconds. Don't forget to breathe. Then change. Okay, let's not forget the neck and the head. So, tilt your head to one side Try to feel the stretch in the neck and always breathe into the stretch. You can also hold your head if that helps you feel the stretch. Then repeat to the other side. If you feel that you are still tense, you may want to try this stretch also several times. A bar, it's a musical unit which defines a group of beats. The time signature in tango is 4/4. That means there are 4 beats to a bar, whereas in milonga there are only 2, and in the waltz there are 3. Understanding the way in which the music is composed will help you organize your dancing better. Try to identify the first beat in the bar. The first beat is usually the strongest and it's easy to identify. Then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The reason for this is that the music is usually composed in longer phrases of 8 counts. Correct posture in tango is very important, as it will provide you with better balance, coordination, and freedom of movement. The elegance of dancers is measured by their posture. To assume correct posture prior to dancing, we're going to face each other and establish the distance at which we're going to dance. First, we're going to stand up straight in front of our partner with our weight over the balls of the feet. We're going to draw our belly in and relax shoulders. The neck is long, the chin parallel to the floor, and we are going to prepare to embrace. In Argentine tango, there are many ways to embrace your partner, from very close to very open. We're going to show you a typical close embrace, but we will be working mostly in the open embrace. In the close embrace, we're going to be at an angle. In the open embrace, we will be more parallel, with some distance between the feet. Prior to dancing, we're going to stand up straight in front of our partner, and followers generally should wait to be invited to dance. The invitation will come from the leader by offering the left hand to his partner. The follower will accept, and then we're going to embrace on the other side. This is the open side of the embrace. We hold our hands with palms together and the fingers closed, approximately in the middle between our bodies. We should not tense our muscles too much, but we should not be too relaxed. We should not place the weight on our partner, but support our own arm. During the dance, don't push or pull your partner. It's a joint responsibility to maintain a nice frame. This is the closed side of the embrace. That means that there is no open space. We close this side of the body and make contact between my arm and his arm, between his arm and my body. It's important that the followers don't place weight on the shoulder of the leader and that they don't grip very strongly on the arm. So we try to keep a gentle and firm embrace. In tango, leaders have to learn how to communicate with the torso. In the walk, they have to have the intention coming from the upper body for the followers to receive the lead and be able to project. Let's see what we mean by intention. In order to practice the intention, we will propose an exercise. Followers will place one hand or two, as you feel more comfortable, on the leader's chest, and we should feel some resistance towards each other. When the leader starts moving his chest forward, follower will project. This will happen prior to the first step. Let's have a look at the first step. So, in this lesson, you're going to learn about the walk. Now that you know a little bit about the music and the embrace, we're going to show you how you're going to start dancing. Before we start dancing, the leader has to tell follower which leg will be moving first. He's going to communicate that through the change of weight in the static position until he's connected with the follower and he's absolutely sure that she will be ready to move. The leader will usually start the dance with a side step or forward step. Let's see the opening side step first. For the more comfortable opening step to the side, we need to slightly bend the knees. The same is valid for the forward step. Now we're going to tell you a few more things about walking together. For example, how should we place our feet? The leader's foot should match the follower's foot. So, if we both keep our feet in a turned out position, it will always feel perfect. Try to walk with confidence and not to hesitate. The leader will try always to find the follower's foot and not to avoid it. The quality of movement in the tango walk is very important. So, remember to brush the floor as you walk, brush your knees and ankles between each two steps, and keep your feet turned out, approximately 30 degrees. And now we're going to walk all the way around the floor in the line of dance. And now you're going to learn how to stop. That is very important because sometimes during the dance it's necessary to stop. Sometimes because there is another couple in front of you, and sometimes because you may run out of steps, or you want to take advantage of the stop to adjust the embrace and to listen to the music. Let's see how we are going to stop. It is easy to recognize the stop, as the leader will stop leading forward, and he will stretch again and assume the original starting position. To start moving again, we will do exactly the same as we did at the beginning. Few changes of weight, while the leader is deciding where to go. For example, forward. We're now going to concentrate on the shoulders. If you want to make your walk more dramatic, you should move your shoulders in the opposition. Let's have a look. Practicing to walk in the opposition will allow you to be able to stop in this pose. In tango, leader decides at which pace to dance. He can at any time take a step in a slow pace or fast. Slow pace is when we take one step per beat. Fast means that we take 2 steps. Let's have a look at the combination. Slow, slow, fast, slow, to finish. Slow, slow, fast, slow. And slow, slow, fast, slow. Let's do it again. In this lesson, we are going to practice the basic directions, and you will also do your first figure, called a square. So far, you only learned about forward and back step, and now you will learn about the side step. This was the side step to the left. We can also do the side step to the right. You can take a side step at any time during the walk from the neutral position, which is this one. We're now going to show you the side step to the right. We're now going to show you a figure called a square, in which you will be able to practice forward, back, and side step. Let's see the figure. We start with an opening side step. We take 2 steps in the leader's forward direction. We take another side step and 2 steps back. Altogether 6 steps. Let's do it again. And follower must make sure to stay always in front of the leader in this figure. And also, we both must make sure that we collect our feet before we take the next step. This is called a neutral position. From there, the leader will decide if to go forward, back, or side. Now we are going to see a variation to the same figure. This time, leader will take a wider side step because he would like to go on the outside. He will then go back to the inside as before, and from here he will invite the follower to the outside, and again to the outside, and back to the inside. This is slightly more difficult, as whenever we go on the outside of each other, we have to rotate our torso towards each other in order to keep the frame and the connection. The next step will be, as before, parallel, so that we can take a side step. On this corner, we will make that connection again, and then go back in a straight line. So you will be able to practice your shoulders too. Let's see again. And we're now going to combine the walk and the square several times in the line of dance. Let's do it again. We're now going to see how to apply the speed to the square. As before, we can either move at slow pace, or sometimes, instead of a slow, we can take fast, fast. Let's see both examples. First, we will start with a slow pace. Slow, 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 slow. So now we're going to show you the square again with a couple of steps accelerated to the fast, fast pace. We start with a slow, and again slow. And this time we accelerate, and we go back to the slow. Let's see it again. slow, slow, fast, fast, slow, and slow. Now we're going to show you another example where we're going to accelerate a different part. Slow, 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 and fast, fast, slow. Let's do it again. Slow, 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 and fast, fast, slow. So, timing is always up to the leader. He listens to the music and decides if to take a step in a slow pace or to accelerate. In this lesson, we are going to learn about the cross, and that is ladies' cross. Also, we will learn about dissociation more in depth, as we really need to understand dissociation in order to lead the cross successfully. So we will start with dissociation first. For this exercise, we're going to position ourselves on the outside of each other. So I'm going to step out. Then we're going to dissociate in order to make the connection in the upper body. We're going to embrace either like this or like this. This is a practice frame which we use to practice. When practicing something new, it is better perhaps at the beginning to use the practice frame. It looks like this. The leader will have his arm on the outside, the follower on the inside. Sometimes it helps for the leader to bring the follower slightly more forward in case your weight has shifted backward. Now we're just going to walk. First forward, then back. Let's do it again. Now we're going to do the same exercise on the other side. Let's do it again. We're now going to introduce the cross in a short sequence of 4 moves. We're going to explain it step by step. We will start with a normal step forward for the leader. The second step will be on the outside, and do remember to dissociate. The third step will also be on the outside, and we will keep the dissociation. Between the third and fourth step, the leader will lead across with his torso, and at the same time collect his feet together. Let's do it again. We will start with a normal step forward for the leader. The second step will be on the outside, and do remember to dissociate. The third step will also be on the outside, and we will keep the dissociation. Between the third and fourth step, the leader will lead across with his torso, and at the same time collect his feet together. We're going to show you the sequence again, step by step. We start with a normal step forward on the inside. The second and third step will be on the outside, and remember the dissociation. On the fourth step, follower will cross and the leader will collect. Let's just see that step again. And again. Notice that this step is led with the torso. It is important to understand that in tango, we only cross typically left foot in front of the right. It is possible to do it on the other side, but it's not advisable, especially for the beginners. Cross is a difficult move. Usually it takes a long time for the leaders and followers to be confident with it. We're going to do it again and clarify some points. From this position, the follower will normally expect to be led into the cross. The cross is usually led from the follower's right side and never from the left side. Therefore, when the leader is walking on the follower's right side, she will expect to cross. So he has to be very clear whether he's going to invite her to cross or he's going to invade her crossing position. So let's have a look again at the step prior to the cross and how he's going to lead me into the cross or not lead into the cross. So, in the first example, the leader is rotating the torso to the left, and the follower is following. Diagonally, by placing her left foot in front of the right and typically changing weight, freeing the right foot. In the other example, the leader will invade that position and she will not be able to cross. Let's do it again. So, in the first example, the leader is rotating the torso to the left, and the follower is following. Diagonally, by placing her left foot in front of the right and typically changing weight, freeing the right foot. In the other example, the leader will invade that position and she will not be able to cross. Let's now practice the cross in the line of dance while repeating this sequence continuously. and we're going to show you another variation to this sequence. This time the leader will also cross from behind. Let's do it again. We're now going to show you the cross again at different pace. We can apply different pace to this sequence. We're going to show you several variations. We're going to demonstrate it while walking around the floor in the line of dance. We will start with a slow pace and then occasionally accelerate. Let's do it again. Slow, 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 and slow. Slow, slow, fast, fast, slow, slow, fast, fast, slow, 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 fast, fast, slow, and slow. Let's do it again. This lesson is about rocking or rebounds, which we are going to show you in 3 directions: forward, back, and side. Let's start with rocking. We're first going to show you an example of rocking. With our weight evenly distributed between the 2 feet, we're going to shift the weight in the upper body forward and back. We can do this as many times as we want, or rather, the leader decides how many times before taking the next step. We can do this at any time during the walk, sometimes to interpret the music and sometimes to avoid a collision with the next couple. Let's do it again. With our weight evenly distributed between the 2 feet, we're going to shift the weight in the upper body forward and back. We can do this as many times as we want, or rather, the leader decides how many times before taking the next step. You can do this at any time during the walk, sometimes to interpret the music and sometimes to avoid a collision with the next couple. We're now going to show you the rocking again at different pace. Slow, slow, fast, fast, slow, combined with the walk. Let's do it again. Slow, slow, fast, fast, slow, combined with the walk. Now we will show you rebounds. We'll start with the forward and back rebound from a static position. We're going to show you the rebound again and explain a little bit more. Whether we're going forward or back, we will try to make the movement elastic by bouncing from the floor. We don't step with the whole foot, but only with the ball of the foot. And we use the shoulders. We move the shoulders in the opposite directions. Let's now practice forward and back rebound combined with a walk. Let's do it again. Now we're going to try side rebounds combined with a walk. Let's do it again. We're going to show you another variation to the side rebounds. In the first example, we were doing a rebound and a walk forward through the middle. This we call inside sometimes. Now we're going to combine the side rebound with the outside in a diagonal. Let's have a look. Let's do it again. We're going to show you a couple of very important technical details for the last example of the side rebound. Before we take a diagonal step together, the leader will lead the follower in the direction where he intends to go. So, notice how we pivot and then take a step. We also have to maintain the dissociation. We're now going to show you rebounds again. We're going to move in any direction using one beat. For example, if we go forward, we will go one beat forward, then one beat back, and one beat to step forward. We can do it on the other leg too. 1 beat forward, 1 beat back, and 1 beat forward to change weight. In the side rebound, it's exactly the same. 1 beat to the side, 1 beat forward. 1 beat to the side, and 1 beat forward. In the second example of the side rebound, we also apply 1 beat. 1 beat with a change of direction, 1 beat to step, 1 beat to change direction, and 1 beat to step. Let's do it again. If we go forward, we will go 1 beat forward, then 1 beat back, and 1 beat to step forward. We can do it on the other leg too. 1 beat forward, 1 beat back, and 1 beat forward to change weight. 1 beat to the side, 1 beat forward. 1 beat to the side, and 1 beat forward. In the second example of the side rebound, we also apply 1 beat. 1 beat with a change of direction, 1 beat to step, 1 beat to change direction, and 1 beat to step. Let's do it again. In this lesson, we are going to work on the sideways walk, which is sometimes called grapevine. We can do grapevine on both sides, right or left of the follower. We're going to show you the grapevine on the right side first. Sometimes we call this open side. Let's do it again. In order to start walking sideways together, the leader first has to align his forward foot with the follower's back foot. Let's see how he's going to achieve that. The first step can be as normal. The second step must be longer in order to align his forward foot with the follower's back foot. From here, we're going to rotate together in a side position, walking sideways together by taking diagonal steps and then side steps continuously. The grapevine sequence of steps is forward side, back side. First, we're going to start walking together. Then the leader will take a longer forward step so that we can align his forward step and my back step. From there, we're going to continue sideways, and then again diagonally, sideways, and at some point we will go back to the line of dance. Let's do it again. First, we're going to start walking together. Then the leader will take a longer forward step so that we can align his forward step and my back step. From there, we're going to continue sideways, and then again diagonally, sideways, and at some point we will go back to the line of dance. We're now going to try the grapevine on the other side. We start by walking, as always. The leader will take a longer forward step when he starts the grapevine. From there, we rotate together and walk diagonally and sideways until the leader decides to go back to the line of dance. Let's do it again. We start by walking, as always. The leader will take a longer forward step when he starts the grapevine. From there, we rotate together and walk diagonally and sideways until the leader decides to go back to the line of dance. We're now going to show you an alternative grapevine in the mirror image. We will start with a side step, and then both of us go into the forward step. We'll take another side step, and then we'll both take a back step. And we carry on like that until the leader decides to go back into the line of dance. Let's do it again. We will both be taking the same steps together. And we're now going to show different possibilities for the timing in the grapevine. We'll start with a slow and then accelerate. Slow, 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 fast, fast, slow, slow, and slow. Let's do it again. Slow, 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 fast, fast, slow, slow, and slow.